how it end up, like, really, how did it end up? Because PAS keep on saying they won the case,
Well, I'm, they if they think by paying out all my legal expenses they won and running away from the case, I think you just leave it to the common sense of people. But it was a fascinating case, and I soon managed, because I'm a journalist, to get a lot of information behind the scenes. And what I know, I mean, they took nearly a year before they sued me. In the UK you have to sue within a year, and they, at the last minute, they decided to do it. And what they did was of course, as a journalist, I'm allowed to make fair political comment. So I'm allowed to make a comment about a political party, and a political party can't sue in the UK. So they had to come up with sort of an excuse to sue. So what they did was to say, by saying that you are alleging that UMNO is paying PAS secretly as a secret political partner and giving PAS money, that really means what you're saying is that Hadi's taking money, because he's everything in PAS. So you're accusing Hadi. So this was what they had to still prove to a London court that it was Hadi I was talking about. So that was their first big issue. We still hadn't ever, the court had still not, even ruled on that one. Was I talking about Hadi? I didn't mention his name. Yeah. So the next thing was, were they going to be able to prove or force me to concede that they were in the opposition, they were not being secretly supporting UMNO, and they were taking no money from UMNO. So this is what they alleged. They said I was libeling Hadi by saying that UMNO and he were taking, that PAS and he were taking money from UMNO, and that they were actually, they were enemies of UMNO. This is what he told the London court. So what I heard, that behind the scenes, what his lawyers, his very expensive London lawyers, his bill for them was 2.5 million.
Oh my God.
Pounds. So times that by 5.
Let me get back. So the lawyer's bill to Hadi was 2.5 million pounds.
That's what I estimate, or that's what my lawyers estimate that his own lawyers cost.
Wow.
Forget me, I'm on top.
Yeah.
So but he had reason to be cross, because I hear that when he first went to those lawyers, they said, for £200,000, that's £1 million ringgit.
Yeah.
You can deal with her, because it'll cost her so much to fight you, she'll give in. So what we'll do is we'll make an expensive case for Claire, and we know she has no money, so she'll give in. So we just make her life hard, and then Hadi, you can go and say, look, Claire gave in. She's a liar. Najib is innocent of 1MDB because Claire lies. I could see what their game was. So they chose the wrong person to play that game with. There was no way I would give in and let down the whole of Malaysia in the run-up to GE14 by letting them play that trick. So I went and found a lawyer who was prepared to help and at least delay their bills a bit, I think. It wasn't that easy, but more importantly, I started to crowdfund. I cashed in my pension, and I damn well fought them. And their problem was that they weren't expecting to actually have to come to court because they were lying. They were getting money from UMNO, and they were secretly supporting UMNO. Yeah. And the nearer it got to the court case, the more scared they were. And I started to get little messages. Claire, should we do a deal? Claire, this, that. And I said, I will do a deal if you pay my lawyer's costs. And as we got to just a few weeks of the trial date, and as I started to get more and more hard evidence of millions of ringgit being paid by UMNO to PAS, After all, they paid PAS's election deposits
Yeah.
on all their seats, and I had proof.
Oh, is it?
They came to me and said, okay, we'll pay your legal costs.
All right.
So my lawyer said, Claire, you have to be sensible, and you don't go to court. Just take the money. Everyone will know who won this.
Yeah.
So I took the money, and I think most people who have got any judgment will realize that means that Hadi and PAS were not prepared to come to court and try and pretend that they weren't friends of UMNO and that they weren't taking money from UMNO.
So they were lying also. I mean, they were trying to I would say try to scare you in such a way. Probably this is just a small journalist who's not going to be able to go with this suit and everything. But